So I was having dinner a couple nights ago with my buddy Gabe, and we were talking about how we make decisions in business, and the fact that sometimes there are major things that we do. Maybe it's a business that you had, and the business didn't work out well, and there were parts of it that did, right? And now years later, sometimes we look back and we say, this part really worked well, and I wish we could bring that part back, or maybe I can reformulate how I was doing that and make that a success. And so we were sitting and talking about the merit of that and how you determine when it's ego talking versus actual business opportunity or something that you really should go after. And what we came around to, I want to share with you today, because what we came around to was understanding how to evaluate versus anything really based on your values versus your ego. You see, because a lot of times we want to do something, or we want to accomplish something because of our ego, because we feel like, this will, make up for past wrongs, or this will validate something. And oftentimes when we're doing things and that's the motivation, the internal, I'm trying to prove something to someone, or even have to myself, it's ego talking and not actually a valid reason for doing it. So how do you determine the difference between the two? Well, I think what we kind of came to, and what is reality here, is if you don't have a really clear, defined understanding of your values and what it is that you value in life and in business, it becomes really, really easy to do things based on ego, right? If you can't come back and look at that idea, whether it's from the past or even not, okay, something new. If you can't come back and look at that idea and say, hey, why are we doing this, and how does this line up with our values first and foremost, then it becomes really hard to make proper decisions. Now, obviously, the next thing is, what's your direction? And sometimes you're going back and you're choosing something because you're at a place where you need to choose which direction to go. And so it's hard to say, oh, well, my goal is this, or my direction is this, in some of those cases. And when you're trying to find direction, you've got to anchor everything in what your values are. And if it violates your values, if it doesn't line up really, really well with your values, it's probably ego, and you shouldn't do it. Well, at least that's what Gabe and I came to. Would love your thoughts on that topic. And oh, by the way, this video is on my new YouTube channel, which we haven't officially launched yet. So do me a favor, go hit subscribe. Yeah, right now, just go ahead, subscribe to it right now. Thanks.